Wyoming, Ohio might just be the best suburb in Cincinnati, but it's not for everyone. So let's find out if it's right for you. Today we're diving into Wyoming, Ohio, which is one of Cincinnati's most unique suburbs. Wyoming is known for its beautiful historic homes, its top-rated schools, and a tight-knit community. So if you're looking for a small town feel but still close to the big city, this could be a great option for you. First up, let's talk about the community. So Wyoming is only about 20 to 25 minutes from downtown Cincinnati, so you still have access to the big city life and all that Cincinnati has to offer, but you're getting that small town feel in Wyoming. There's about 9,000 residents or just under 9,000 residents that live in Wyoming, so it's definitely a small town, close-knit community. This is a town where you're going to run into your neighbors at the local farmers market on Saturday, or maybe you go to Wyoming meat market and you see some neighbors there. This is definitely a community that's very close knit, and I'm not saying that you're going to be best friends with everyone you meet there, but you're definitely going to develop some relationships with a lot of the people here just because you're going to see them often. One of the biggest draws about Wyoming is the housing. So if you're someone who loves some historic architecture, then you're probably going to love Wyoming. Most of the homes built here are from the late 1800s to early 1900s. Now, there's definitely some newer homes. There's been some that have been torn down and rebuilt and things like that, but there's a lot of historic architecture here. Now, with that being said, homes in Wyoming are definitely more expensive than the average that you'll find throughout the city. So just to give you an idea, over the last 6 months, 54 homes have sold in Wyoming. The median sold price was $548,500. The highest sold price was $1.3 million. So this is definitely well above the average that you'll see throughout the city. In Hamilton County, the median sold price is usually hovering around $300,000. So we're definitely well above that median price point here in Wyoming. Another huge draw for Wyoming is the school systems. So I mentioned it in the first part of the video, but Wyoming city schools are consistently ranked as one of the top schools in Ohio and even the nation. So this is obviously a huge draw for families that are looking to move in Cincinnati, and many families actually will choose to move or stay in Wyoming just because of the schools. Niche.com has Wyoming ranked as the 9th best school district in all of Ohio. In particular, they're known for smaller classroom sizes than the average. Niche.com has them at about a 17-to-1 student to teacher ratio. And then you also have just strong academics throughout the school system as well. There's also a lot of extracurricular activities to choose from, including athletics. They do have a pretty good football team and things like that. So if you have kids who are looking to get involved in whether it's athletics or maybe it's band or orchestra, things like that, they definitely have plenty of opportunities for your students to do so. If you're someone who likes being outside, then Wyoming, surprisingly for a small city, actually has access to a lot of green space and parks and recreation and things like that. You have places like Oak Park, Glenwood Gardens, and many of the streets in Wyoming are tree lined. So if you can think of that movie-like street with the fall leaves falling down and it's tree lined, a lot of streets in Wyoming do look like that. So plenty of people take advantage of that and go on walks in their own neighborhood. But you're also within 10 minutes of Winton Woods, which is a huge park up here. It has over 25 acres of space. So Winton Woods offers a ton of activities. There's so many different trails you can take. There's disc golf. You can rent kayaks and boats on the lake itself. They even have horseback riding if that's something that you or your kids might be interested in learning and picking up. Wyoming is definitely a very outdoor friendly community. So if you're searching for that, this is definitely a place that has plenty of opportunities for that. All right, now let's talk about location. So you heard me mention earlier that Wyoming's about only 20 to 25 minutes away from downtown Cincinnati, and that's because you have really quick access to I-75. Now, I will be the first to say that if you leave during a peak time on I-75, you are definitely going to be spending more than 25 minutes to get down to Cincinnati. Um, Honestly, you could expect to be spending 45 to maybe even an hour on I-75 just to get downtown if you're leaving at a peak time. In my experience, usually by 9 o'clock, 9:30 or so in the morning, it kind of cools down. There's a little bit less traffic. And then it picks back up again around like 3 o'clock until probably 5:30 or 6. So if you're leaving in the morning when a lot of people are going to work, or in the afternoon when people are returning home from work, definitely add on a decent amount of time to that commute. But in general, 20 to 25 minutes to downtown Cincinnati, and then you also have quick access to Ronald Reagan Highway as well, so you can really get throughout the city fairly quickly. So is Wyoming for you? Well, if you're looking for a small town feel with historic charm and a close-knit community and top-rated schools, then I would say it should be on the top of your list. But I will say, be ready for competition. If you're searching for a house here, houses go quick, and as we talked about, they're definitely higher than some of the other communities in Cincinnati. If you're thinking about moving to Cincinnati and maybe you have questions or you're curious about some different neighborhoods, please reach out to me. My contact information is in the description. You can call, text, email, or even book a call with me if you're out of state and want to book that call so we can chat face to face. I would love to do so. And hey, if there's another community or just any aspect of Cincinnati that you would like me to do a video on, please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to make that video for you. Thank you so much for watching.